Welcome back to the channel. Somehow, another month has gone by. How is it already August? I have no clue. It is now August, which means it is time for another TBR. Last month, I made a TBR, my, I think, first TBR on this channel, and I had 6 books on it. And out of those 6 books, I'll just let the graphics show. Yeah, I only read one of them. And see, I don't want to do that. I do actually want to read my TBR because I think it's fun. I think it's fun to choose a TBR. But I think I need to switch it up. The amount of books on my TBR is going to be half of the books that I have finished in the previous month. So in July, a little spoiler if you haven't seen some of my videos, but some of my past videos. But in July, in total, as long as I finish a book that I desperately need to finish tonight is July 31st as I am recording. Should I be reading instead of recording? Yes. But also Connor and I are going away this weekend to Scotland. So I don't have time to record this weekend because we're going to be on a trip. So we're recording today. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will have finished 10 books for July, which is crazy. I think that's the highest number of books that I've read this year. Go back to my handy dandy book journal. And yes, because June I read 9 books, February I read 7 books. Now the other ones were not that good. So 10 books. So I am picking 5 books. And I actually want to complete them. I think what I'm going to do is that if I complete my TBR, the following month I get to veto. I'm still working on like rewards versus punishments. I'm thinking of I've seen a bunch of people on I've seen a couple of people do like book buying funds in which when they finish a book they put like $2 in a jar, and then when they, when a new book comes out or they want to buy a new book, they see they see what they have in the jar. So maybe something like that, maybe some sort of incentive where if I finish my actual TBR, something gets added. We're still playing around. I will have a better idea in the next TBR video, but that's just what I'm playing with right now. I still have to make like rules for that as well. So right now, I just want to actually finish a TBR. So we're gonna do 5 books, and this time, because I am doing the wonderful, the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do, I have some spin wheels. I have spin wheels for every prompt. Well, I have a spin wheel showing every prompt that I have not completed, and considering that I have yet to finish any prompts completely, they're all on here except 3 prompts are not on here. The first being the completed webcomic. I am actively working on that. I picked my webcomic. It's really cute. I'm really enjoying it. I'm slowly reading it whenever I just like have some time instead of scrolling on my phone. So that is not being added as part of the TBR because I think it's going to just take me a couple months to like slowly read it. I'm just enjoying it. Also, local author bookstore purchase. So this is where I have to go to a bookstore and find the local author section and pick out a book. I'm still working on how I'm going to do that. I also just don't really want to buy books this month, so taking a little pause on that one. But we will get that. We will get there. And then third is a crowd-funded book. I have backed Damsels and Dinosaurs on Kickstarter and should be getting the ebook for that in, I think, a couple of weeks, but in case it does not come in August, I'm just taking that off the list. I already know what book I'm going to read for that. I've already backed it on Kickstarter. I'm getting the ebook, but I just don't have it yet. So we're going to take that off. But every other prompt is on here. So let's spin for our first prompt. Rainbow Challenge. Okay. So now I have the Rainbow Challenge is to pick a book with the color of that it's been. I have completed part of this challenge. So what we have left on this wheel is red, green, purple, orange, white, and black. So 6 more options. Purple. Ooh, I don't know a purple book. Okay, what do we have? Okay, we have Heartstopper Volume 4. That's definitely purple. I never let anyone go through my TBR. This is scary. This is not the cover I have of Great Gatsby, and I think that the original cover is blue, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of blue. Does one last stop count? Because it does have this, like, purple section, but I would consider that pink. I don't know if we would consider the Lost Apothecary purple or blue. I think it's too bluish leaning. The Off Limits Rule is definitely purple. Lost in the Neverwood, that's purple. Kiss Her Once for Me is purple. Oh, I did want to read that. The Dating Plan. None of this is serious. Oh, I have a lot of options actually. I really want to read Sheets, but that's blue. That's very unfortunate. I would have picked that right away. A Sprinkle of Time has purple elements, but it's not mostly purple, so I wouldn't count that. I'm very picky, I'm sorry. None of this is serious. It is dark, emotional, and reflective. I don't think I'm in the mood for that right now. Lost in the Neverwoods. I have attempted this, but it was the audiobook, and I think I need um the I need to read the physical one of this. This could be a good option, but I think that's would probably be more fun in the fall, just because it gives like that like spooky vibe. It is a Peter Pan retelling, and I'm not the biggest fan of retelling, so I'm gonna say no to that for now. They're all different types of purple as well. Do we consider this purple? That is purple, right? That's definitely purple. It just is not as purple as the other ones, but it doesn't make it not purple. Or is that blue? Oh, I think it's leaning more blue. God, purple is such a hard color. Okay, I'm gonna take rid of that just because I think that it's more leaning blue. It's not gonna be the Dating Plan. I'm between Heartstopper Volume 4 and the Off Limits Rule. I know I'm gonna love Heartstopper. You know what? I wanted to read more graphic novels, and this seems like a sign. So let's go with Heartstopper. Okay, hopefully they don't all take that long. But spin number 2. I'm so scared. I do this to myself. Indie author. Okay, this is a book that is bought directly from an indie author. Well, this one is really easy. My friend Cassandra Celia is an indie author, and I have 2 books from them that I need to read. And I bought them directly from her. So this is either going to I think I have Stars and Other Monsters and Sugarcane. I am going to go with Sugarcane. This is a dark, tense horror book, which I did need horror for my genre challenge, so this is perfect. What secrets would you keep for the ones you love? Dulcie? Dulcie and Kane have been married for years. They're perfect together, unsuspecting and living in their suburban home with friendly neighbors and a satisfying routine. Work, eat, sleep, repeat. Then Dulcie witnesses the murder of a girl in her own home by the hand of her husband. Her next move seems unspeakable. Cover it up and forget it ever happened, and of course, clean up his mess. His mess. Not his mess. Oh my god. Clean up his mess. She couldn't send her husband and the love of her life to jail. The trouble is, Kane doesn't know about the sacrifice she made or the lengths she continues to go to keep his terrible habit hidden from everyone around them. Dulcie isn't interested in him finding out either. Secrets are dangerous. While he keeps his second life a mystery to her, she keeps her cleanup act hidden from him. Too bad she's now tied up in her basement. Too bad Kane decided that she was next. God, I've been obsessed with the thought of this book since it came out, and it literally came out in 2023. So am I the absolute worst friend because I haven't read it yet? Yes, but I'm gonna fix that. And I'm just so excited for this book. I literally cannot wait. I'm so glad that this one. I was waiting now since I started. I know it's been only a month, but I've had this written down immediately on my like planning list. That as soon as I saw the challenge direct from an indie author, I had Cass's name down. So I am reading Sugarcane this month, and I am so excited for that. Okay, number 3. Okay, again with the Rainbow Challenge. All right, we already chose our purple book, so we have 5 left. Black. Oh well, Sugarcane is black, so that feels like it should count for both. Okay, I am going to re-roll because we just picked a black book, and this can be doubled up for the Rainbow Challenge. So does not really seem to make sense to choose another black book when I have a black book already in my selection. Let me just take off indie author because I picked one already. So we're gonna roll again, and we're still gonna do 3 more. It's gonna be just a bonus. Why do I say these things? I did this to myself. We got 500 pages in one day, which I did attempt in July and failed, which is why it is still on this board. So it looks like I'm adding A Court of Silver Flames back on this list. And hopefully I'll actually read it this month. Do I have time to do a full 500 pages in one day? I don't know. I will find time. I'm very mad at the wheel right now. Why do I do this to myself? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I could have just picked another black book. But instead, I decided to, try to be extra or something. Spin number 4. Please be nice to me. I created you. Other countries. Oh, that's so easy. I don't know why an ad's playing, but that's so easy. Other countries. Okay. Let's look at my options. So this is a book in which a book set in different countries, or the author is from that country, non-US, UK, or Canada. I'm gonna go with Hani and Ishu's Guide to Fake Dating. The author Adiba Jagirdar is a Bangladesh Irish writer, and she was born in Bangladesh. So I'm gonna go with Hani and Ishu's Guide to Fake Dating, and hopefully it's not too YA. I know it is YA. That's not what I mean. I just mean a young YA. And it's To All the Boys I've Loved Before meets LGBT romance in this funny, heartwarming rom-com about first love and identity. When Humaria Hani Khan comes out to her friends as bisexual, they immediately doubt her. Apparently, she can't be bi if she's only dated guys. Cornered into proving her sexuality, she tells them she's dating someone. Ishita Ishu Day, the straight-A student who seems more concerned with studying than relationships. When Hani approaches her about fake dating, she agrees on one condition: that Hani help her become more popular so she can win the school's head girl election. It's the perfect plan to help them achieve their goals, until Hani's friends become jealous that she's spending more time with Ishu. They'll do everything they can to drive a wedge between them and ruin Ishu's chance of becoming head girl. Now Hani has a decision to make. Does she break off her relationship with Ishu for the sake of her friends, or does she tell Ishu how she really feels and turn their fake relationship into something real? I think that sounds so cute. And yeah, I really want to read it. Okay. Easy. Easy decisions. if I have a TBR that is mostly like that is majority of like books that I already own, I don't mind then like, grabbing some books from the library or, off of Kindle Unlimited, things like that, that I don't have on my shelves because I am actively making progress towards reading books off my shelves. So I think that this will work long term. But okay, final spin. Hopefully. A to Z challenge. Great. Alphabet challenge. Okay, so this is to read a book from every letter of the alphabet. I have already taken off the letters that I have completed. So there are 17 out of 26 left. I would prefer this letter to not be of one of the books that have already been picked. But I promise not to re-scroll. I'm actually going to even show you. I want to talk the whole time. So that, spin, 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 blah, blah. G. G. Do I have anything that starts with G? How do I find this without going through the entirety of my list? I think I just have to go through the entirety of the list, I'll be honest. We are looking for G. Any books that come to mind? Nope. We're looking for G, everyone. G, that's an F. G, G, G. We're looking for... okay. Maybe. Anyone else want to give me a G? Get a Life. Chloe Brown is a G. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Guild. Guild is G. I really need to read Guild. Maybe this is the perfect chance. The Golden Couple. Okay, we're getting options. Options are happening. Okay. This is a very easy decision for me. I'm gonna read Guild. What is it about? No clue. Actually, fun fact, I did buy this specifically because Cassandra Celia, the author, the indie author I mentioned prior, told me to. She pretty much handed me the book at Barnes and Nobles and said, "Read this." So that's why I bought it. But okay, the Fae abandon this world to us, and the ones with power rule. Gold. Gold floors, gold walls, gold furniture, gold clothes. In High Bell, in the castle built into a frozen mountains, everything is made of gold. Even me. King Midas rescued me, dug me out of the slums, and placed me on a pedestal. I'm called his precious, his favored. I'm the woman he gold touched to show everyone that I belong to him, to show how powerful he is. He gave me protection, and I gave him my heart. And even though I don't leave the confines of the palace, I'm safe. Until war comes to the kingdom and a deal is struck, suddenly my trust is broken, my love is challenged, and I realize that everything I thought I knew about Midas might be wrong. Because these bars I'm kept in, no matter how gilded, are still just a cage. But the monsters on the other side might make me wish I'd never left. I'm excited. I think that besides the 500 pages in one day, this is a pretty good TBR. I was so prepared to get the 24-hour challenge because most likely I will be completing it in August. I have plans coming soon. I was not prepared for the 500 pages in one day again. Ugh. It's okay. It's going to be another attempt. I do have some books on my 2025 hauled books that are over 500 pages. I have two other options. So if A Court of Silver Flames does not work, I have two other tries that I physically own. Maybe it is good to attempt in the second month of this challenge, considering it's better to just keep trying until I get it done, because at least if I try once a month, I have 12 chances. That does seem like the hardest challenge to me. I have 5 books on my TBR. I am keeping these 5 books on my TBR. I am actually going to attempt the 5 books on my TBR. We have Heartstopper Volume 4, Sugarcane, A Court of Silver Flames, Honey and Issue's Guide to Fake Dating, and Guild. I am actually so excited for this month. I was really scared to do this. But I think that the spinner wheel and like, having I think that using the spinner wheel and having like a direction while also getting to choose whatever really helps with my mood reader brain. So I think I have a nice mix of books. Without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Um, I am having a lot of fun with this challenge. I will be having the final July wrap up coming soon with all the books that I read in the second half of the month. It was a lot. I've read a lot this July, so breaking up into 2 videos helped. That's not going to be the case for every month, but at least I'm not yapping in your ear for an hour straight. I'm yapping in 30-minute sections. And a lot of fun videos coming. We have that 24-hour readathon. We might have a little Scotland vlog, reading vlog while we're there. Got a lot of fun stuff. So, without further ado, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, all those YouTube things, and I will see you in the next video.